Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here. Today I am going to tackle Roxy's weekly challenge, week 10, which is a couple of weeks ago. I am behind in this challenge for one thing or another. If you're a regular here, you'll understand why I'm behind. If you're new here, well, just welcome and let's get to crafting. So before I took last week off, I was preparing to record this video for last week, and things went pear-shaped and I didn't get to do it. So I've got this, was my prototype try at the project, and then I prepared another base but haven't decorated it. And then I thought I would also challenge myself to do a window envelope version, and also to show you the construction. If you haven't seen Rachel's video where she presented this this particular piece of ephemera, then it's always good to know how to do these things. So first off, an envelope, either window or not window, entirely up to you. This idea came from, I can't remember the name of the person. Wendy's Journal Adventure, maybe? Might be where it came from, where Rachel got it from. And then Rachel did it for her week 10 challenge. And you need it closed. So if it's not closed, you can close it up or close it during the process of making it. It's not a deal breaker if it's not closed, but I am using closed ones. Now I have to remember how we were doing this because it's been a minute or two since I did my prototype. So first off, take your envelope and decide how tall. We are making a pocket with a flip top. Okay, so I didn't explain that, did I? So it's got a flip here, it's got a pocket inside, and I didn't finish this one. This one is I'm intending on putting writing space in here. I could actually leave it like that because you could write on that. And then this nice big pocket and to tuck a journal card or a tag or something. So determine how big you want your pocket. Generally somewhere between 5 and 6 inches seems to be a good height, depending on your envelope as well. I'm going to go 5 inches approximately. And I'm just going to make a couple of marks across my envelope and draw a line. So there's not a lot of measuring. This is basically the extent of the measuring, like so. Okay, now we take our scissors and we need to trim. So this is our 5 inches. Whatever your top is, which should be smaller than your bottom, we need to trim along the sides down to that line. Now just a hair off. You don't want to take too much off. Just want to take a little sliver, which is going to open up the 2 sides. And I think I've done this round the wrong way, but that's okay. I think I needed the window at the top, at this part. Oops. Oh, it is. It is. So maybe we're fine. Snip that. So just, don't know if you can tell, but it's just a tiny little strip that we're taking off. Just enough to open up the sides. Down to the line and snip it off. Like so. So you'll have this piece here which opens up. See that? Got a hole. And then these parts are still attached. So from here, you want to cut along this line. So in between. So you want to go in between and cut along one side of the envelope on that line. I did do it the wrong way round. Haha. Oh well, never mind. This is just an opportunity for a variation on the theme. So this window was supposed to be on this flap. So when we fold it down, we would have window envelope, a little window in it. So I'm going to alter slightly. This is not a tutorial, guys. I'm just going to make sure that it's still going to fit on my page. And it's not, it's a bit tall. Okay, so I don't want to fold this down past the window. So I'm just going to fold it down a little bit. And so it comes over top of your pocket. And that's our flappy bit. And I'm going to glue down this little bit here that's not stuck down totally. Make sure you sort of hit any areas that aren't completely stuck down to make sure they're nice and flat. It helps in the process. And I'll get this end while I'm here. I like to do it even if it's going to be covered, because it just means you have less spackling and issues trying to put things together. Okay, so we have our flap and we have our envelope, but I have made it too tall for my page. So my options are to have it as a over the top of the page, which could be one remedy, would still be too big. But I think what I'm going to do, just to fix my error, is I'm going to shorten the bottom and just glue it up at the bottom. And that will be fine. There'll be no drama. Honestly, excuse me, there is always a way to fix something, isn't there? So I think I'll take off about 1.5 centimeters, so approximately 1/2 inch or so, just to fix my little issue. Oops, I've got the little strip. Remove that. That's one of the envelope flaps, and I'm just going to put a little bead of glue in the end to seal it back up. Before I do that, I'll just check that it fits on the page. Yes, it's actually a really good size for the page. Takes up the whole page, so it's a good page coverer for those pages that you need to add something to either cover the white or use an otherwise unwritable page. So there. See, no harm done. It's all fixable. You just roll them with the bunches. Oops, I've got 2 bottles of glue here that I'm using at the same time. Funny. It's a great video, this one, isn't it? So now we have this window in the back. It should have been on the front, but it, like I said, it is an opportunity. So to fix that, we could either glue in a picture behind, so that when you lift the flap, you've got writing space around it and you've got a fun picture. Or you could use that so that whatever you, if you use this as a pocket, either a top or a side pocket, that whatever you put in there shows through. I think I would actually put an image in there, but I will do that after. I haven't got an image picked out because that was a mistake. I wasn't supposed to do it that way. My hope is that I will get 2 of these covered and then we'll decorate 1. Bit ambitious maybe. So I've chosen out just some random digitals that I've got left over from other projects or hanging around. Most of them are from RachandBella Crafts, from lots of different digitals. They're not all from the same digital, so I don't think I'll remember which is which. So if you want any, just head along to RachandBella Crafts and have a little looky-loo through their Etsy shop, or what's the other one? Ko-fi site, and Ko-fi, whatever, and see if you can find because they've got lots of beautiful digitals, and quite honestly, any one of them you'd be super happy with. Very much love the style that Rachel does in these kits. So there we go, we're working with two Rachels today. Rachel from Roxy Creations and Rachel from RachandBella Crafts. How's that for confusing? Okay, so I'm going to cover the bottom first, and I think, do I want one side or the other? Let's go one side. Let's keep it sort of simple, not entirely simple. And I'm going to tear it to size. Oops, I need to turn it around the other way so I can actually see. Would be a good idea. I feel like I'm making a complete and utter muck-up of this video. I feel like I'm not on the game, which is, I don't know why. There's no particular reason why I should be feeling all lost at sea, but I am. And I'm just going to press on. If this video is not to your liking, feel free to skip it. Come back on a better day. But I think this will be fun. Once I get going, I think it will be fine. I just kind of doing that mistake up front has added to my situation, feeling not with it somehow. Okay, so I'm just going to tacky glue that on. You can wrap it around the edges if you want. I'm not going to. I'm just going to glue it straight on top. I'm not bothering with glue stick today. I'm going easy and mess free today, as much as possible, especially when I'm making silly mistakes. Right, so that's the bottom covered. You could collage it and do like different individual pieces, or just choose a bit and do it like I did there. Okay, so what would I like to put at the top? I think I would like writing paper inside here. So this is the one paper that I have that's not RachandBella, and this is one of mine. This is my lacy coffee, or laced coffee, I think it's called, kits on Etsy. And it was just running around my desk, so I thought let's use it, and I think the colours work well with the papers I've got from RachandBella Crafts. So I'm just trimming up the white. Should have done this off camera, but never mind. If I did a bit more prep off camera, maybe I could actually achieve more during a video. How's that for a stunning self-revelation? Life is just too busy, my friends. It's too busy. But I do like it busy. I enjoyed my holiday. Like, I loved having nothing to do but read and do a bit of diamond painting, you know, really low-key, stress-free, no time schedule or anything. Really enjoyed that, and was really looking forward to getting back to my routine before I got hit with curveball and everything fell apart for a week. And I'm still carrying that. I'm still affected by that, absolutely, but I'm just pushing it aside, pushing it down, so I can get some work done, because I need to work, and it's healthy to work, healthy to craft, and I want to see you guys. Right, now my dilemma here will be trying to figure out my little window issue. So let's just tear a bit that fits the whole thing first. I think about there looks good. And I want to slip it down just inside the pocket, and I think it was Wendy, had a little tip of just taking a little sort of slanted piece out of one side that then enables you to just slip it down inside the pocket when you go to glue it on. And by Jove, it works. Look at that. I perhaps took too much. That's okay. I don't actually mind if we have that slight border of the blue pattern, blue and white pattern from the envelope. I think that's perfectly fine as well. So that's going to go in there, but we need to do our envelope, our window. How am I going to do this? I think I'm going to do it in pieces. Okay, so I'm going to line it up with the top, and then I'll just glue it down in pieces. I could make a template, but I can't be bothered. I haven't got enough time to be doing that. I'm just going to piece it together like it's collage, but it's all going to be the same paper. Does that sound like a plan? So across there, and I'm just going to glue that down. I think, yeah, I'm going to go for it. Gonna just go for it. Is it the wise course of action? Don't know. We shall find out. This could be the video titled, Don't Do As I Do, Do As I Say. Did anyone get told that as a child? Don't do as I do, just do as I say. The parents' excuse to mucking up and doing something in front of their child that they just told their child not to do. Yeah, I'm sure it's not uncommon. Right, there. We are going to tear up the side there. So I didn't even need to take that little chunk out because of the way I'm tearing this. But that is a little tip to get it down in your pocket. Could have taken the opportunity to actually do collage of different papers, but never mind. Right, so I'm just going to slide that in a little bit. So we've got a little slight lip there because I've overlapped them ever so slightly. Right, and a little strip. Since I don't need that little chink out, let's just turn it round and could do without the piece I took out. Oops. Straight and try and find where my window is. There it is. Glue that on. So I hope you're all having a good day, my friends. Doing something fun, getting some crafting in, hopefully. Right. And just again sliding that in, trying not to get glue on my window. And there we go. So now we have a lovely collaged window with writing paper. So I'm going to let that dry before I refold it along our line there. Let's look at an image to put in the window perhaps while we just let that dry a little bit. So it doesn't need to be super big. grabbed out this garden book before I started because I've got an image picked out for decorating, but we could perhaps put a smaller one in behind. Now I was thinking roses because I thought this might be used for my rose journal that I want to do. I love these black and white illustrations. There's not a lot of colour ones in this book, but there's beautiful black and whites. Just wondering about this one. Kind of a shame that the text is cut off. Do that one. It's kind of sideways, so we could turn it around. Is there anything? It's apple blossom. It's not a rose, is it? That's a rambling rose in colour. Oh, excuse me, I seem to have a hiccups or something. It's quite pretty, but it's a little big. Just take a look through this lovely book with me while I ponder what I might want to use. There's a rose. Let's go with that one. We're not going to get all of it, but I think, oh, and then on the other side there's this rose. Oh, I actually quite like that bit there. Do I? Let's tear the page out. Okay, this one. See, I've got the text coming in there, and I'm not quite sure that I want that text. Or do I take a portion of this one? Or I could do it over this side, and it's got Old Rose written there, and I could perhaps leave that in. Okay, I think I'm going this way. Let's go about there. And about there. Just cutting very roughly. I'm not going to be able to salvage, so I might as well not even try. Though we've still got this rose here. Don't know why they put it upside down. Maybe that's because it's the way it was growing. Oh, I had another thought. It's like, do I want to actually colour the rose? But no, I'm going to leave it black and white. So I'm now going to refold this just so I don't end up with my image sticking up the top. That wouldn't be ideal, but it doesn't. Okay, so let's put glue around the edges. Zoomy zoom zoom. Oops, I might have actually put, did I have that old rose or that old rose? I think I went too far in with the glue. Okay, and let's, yeah, definitely went in too far with the glue. I haven't got much of a margin there. Right on the edge. like so. So I'm happy with that. Unintended mistake, but I think it's quite cool. Just something a little different, isn't it? Okay, so now we need to decorate our flap. And when you're decorating your flap, there is the tendency for it to fold at the original fold line. So using layers of paper is a really good way to support that, and it will stop it generally, unless you're using very light paper, and if you cover the inside that will also help stop it wanting to fold at that point. So do we want to, I think that's a bit too same about this one. Look at her, isn't she sweet? She's got it looks like a camellia on her head, but that's okay. We can use her anyway, even though it's not a rose. We might not actually need the focal point I had planned on, and that is okay too. So, just going to trim that off with my scissors rather than fight with my ruler and try and tear it. Oh, and now it's not wide enough. Oh, bother me. Bother me, bother me, bother me. Okay, well, we'll just have to put a strip of something up instead. Yep. I wouldn't say I'm on fire today. Right, I am going to wrap this around onto the back a little bit. So I just don't, not quite to the bottom of the flap. Sorry, of the frame around the girl. Don't even know what I'm saying. I'm kind of in two minds. It's like, do I just scrap this and start again? But I've got a lot to do, so I'm just going to press on and apologise that it's not the most brilliant video in the world. Right. Because this is probably the worst crafting video I felt I've done for a long time, where I'm just making all sorts of weird mistakes, and yeah, I think I'm not feeling myself. I'm still short on sleep, so that's probably part of the problem. I also have very sore neck and shoulders, and that's distracting as well as painful. But for all those excuses, I just, yeah, so I might put a bit of extra glue on that so it doesn't pop up. And why do I wrap it? I don't know. I just like to wrap it at the top. You could wrap all sorts of places if you really want. Like on my one I did here, I wrapped the bottom paper around the sides, and then this one I wrapped into the inside of the flap and onto the back as well. So, you know, wrap to your heart's content if you choose to, or not. Oh, isn't she sweet though? It's not straight. That's okay. I did not put it on straight. That's all right. I'm sure she'll forgive me. Okay, so I need to do this strip down here because I mucked up on that. Do I want to put a, that's not long enough, but I could put a piece of that down there. I think I will. Let's grab a longer piece. It doesn't need to be very wide. Actually, I'll go with the side that's already torn. a bit off there, and this will kind of tie in the inside to the outside. Not a bad thing to do. Okay, so we can just put strip up there. Again, I'm just going to carry it around the back a little bit. Zoom around with the glue. It's a very weird day here. It's very warm outside and windy, but it's overcast, so it's quite dull inside, and cool because there's no sunshine. It's all hidden behind cloud. It's one of those weird days where I'm cold, but it's actually a very warm day, the warmest we've had for at least a good week. Yeah, so that ties it in because it's the same paper. Cool. I do want to ink around this. I also think I might do rounded corners. I haven't used this wee corner rounder for a while, but I'm going to give it a go and see if it plays ball. That one was good. This one might be still a bit wet, but no, it's okay. It's just little rounded corners there. Have another sip of my tea. Okay, let's do some inking while I think about what else I might want to do to this. We do need something to go in it. Not sure if I'll get that done or not. I'm thinking about how I might want to embellish it, decorate it up. I think a label at minimum. A little label on the front would be quite nice, I think. This was also disguising that edge of blue that I had. Not that I was upset by the blue, but it just helped tie it all together, so that's cool. Do I want a wee thumb notch? I think I might. So before I ink that, let's put in a little thumb notch. Can I slide this in here? Yep, just there we go. Oh, I didn't think about the bottom of that window, but we're okay. Phew. There's not another error that I have to fix because we're okay. Bit quiet, aren't I? Just tired. I'm tired of being tired too. Emotions are very tiring. Really take it out of you. Okay. Well, I think that looks pretty cool. I do. Okay, label. I think I might go with Shabby Cottage Studio. Oh, I've got all sorts of glue stuck on my fingers now, and ink. They're looking a bit messy. And straight away I've got this one here with a lovely rose on it. Or there's this one with roses on too. It's a bit big. Covers her chin. Covers her little chinny chin chin. Even if I were to cut to the inside frame, it's still a little large. But there should be... Need my tweezers to get my labels out. Should be able to find it in a different size. Bird. Bees. I'm pretty sure it came in at different sizes. There's another bird. Not in those ones. Let's try these ones. Let's see how many of these I can pull out and have on my table. That's not a rose. I'm not sure what flower that is actually. I can't tell. Let's pull these ones out. There's some roses. No, one rose, the rest are dahlias, but that could work. Here's the other one in that size. I may have already used the other rose one, maybe. I like that one. Okay, I shall put those labels away later because I've got all the sizes mixed up now. Yep, do I want anything under that little book page maybe? Yep, let's do that. This is a little bit of a Reader's Digest magazine. It was from 1983 and I was given a whole bunch of them, and so I went through them all just over the weekend and harvested what I wanted out of them. And then this older one, the 1983 one, I thought actually the paper's really aged, and I thought I'll save a few pages of that one just because I thought it would be interesting to use in collage, and here I am using some, so that's satisfying. And we took a trip to recycling, and I meant to take all the Reader's Digests because there's probably around 20 of them down with us, and we were down at recycling putting all our recycling into the bins, and it's like, oh darn it, I forgot all the Reader's Digest magazines. They were still sitting at home, so I might take a little run down in the car tomorrow and get rid of them because we just need to, you know, get rid of what we can get rid of. There, I think that's really sweet. Do we want something down here? We could. Thinking something from Artsology. Was that a little much? No, I feel like it's too much actually. Do we want another label? We could use one of these bigger ones, couldn't we? Let's do that, and I'm thinking because we've got two, maybe we want to add a third. It's a little bird on that one. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not inking around these labels because of the black borders. Just glue them on. And I'm not going to add book page down the bottom. I don't want to make it too busy, too cluttered. I think just the two labels will be sufficient. I've been doing that a wee bit lately, is using multiple of the similar items, and I actually really like the effect. Just for something a little bit different. Covering over a lot of that beautiful background, but that's what it's for, isn't it? It's just a pretty background that we get to enjoy peeps of. And it's a digital. I can print it again and use it in other projects and retain different parts of it or the whole. It's not gone for good. Put you there. Just make sure you're straight. Oh, I love that. So all it needs now is a journal card, and then on a page I would put that on most likely as a side pocket, so that this would flip up. We've got our journal card in here, you've got journaling space in here, and then you've got room to tuck either a folded bit of coffee dyed paper or scrapbook paper or something, or another journal card or a big tag, something in behind. I'm really happy with that, and I finished one. Woohoo! I finished it. How are we going on time? Do we have time? We probably won't have time to do this one start to finish, but maybe we could finish up this one that I started as my prototype, just to get it into my head how to do them. So we've got this. I think I would like to cover it because I think it would look nicer covered. So what from our papers here would we like to use? I mean, I could use the same. This is one of my digitals too, a different digital. We could do that, or we could do, got this lovely blue stripy paper that's from RachandBella Crafts. So we've got green and we've got pink, pinky purple. Do we want to go blue? Is that kind of too... I'm going to do it. Like, don't fuss. I'm just going to do it because I think it will be fun. Does it all blend together? No, it does not. It does not. Turn that around, I think. This one I haven't given rounded corners on, so I might want to think, and I haven't done a thumb notch. And these things are optional. Couldn't move my paper. It had grabbed hold and didn't want to move. It doesn't look straight to me. Let's try that. I can always trim some off. Is that going to fit inside there? Yes, it is. I don't even have to take a wee chink out of it. Just need to put it in far enough so that the white doesn't show. And we can leave that little bit of pink showing at the top that I wrapped around. Right. Now, instead of gluing the whole thing and then trying to get it in and get it in straight without it sticking down in places I don't want it to stick, I'm just going to put glue on this bottom edge. I'm going to tuck it inside the pocket. Where I want it. And then I'm going to glue the rest. I think I'll just get myself in less trouble. Gosh, that wind is not helping. It's a northwest wind, which gives me headaches as well. And that on top of the sore neck is probably why I'm not actually processing things terribly well at the moment. Yeah, but it is what it is. Very eclectic, this one, but that's fun. Don't mind a bit of eclecticism. Is that a word? Eclecticism? Okay. Just giving it a good press down. I've got a little bit showing on the edge there. Just a wee sliver. Okay, I'm going to be brave and fold this. I thing I folded it too soon. I've got a few funky little creases, but it's not too bad. There we go. I think I do want to give this rounded corners, so let's go ahead and do that. Like so, and thumb notch. Yeah, why not? Let's do a thumb notch. If I can get the punch in there. Oh, no, it doesn't want to go. It's a tighter fit. Well, this one, I might just have to do it up this way. And hope I don't go too deep. Yep, that's fine. That's okay. Right, a little bit of ink. And then think about how we're going to decorate it. I'm thinking a focal image on this one would be quite nice. But what for a focal image? Do I want to go flower, bird? Trying to do this quickly, guys. Doesn't really take long, but don't want to have you sitting there for several minutes twiddling your thumbs while I ink around this. So this one is shorter than this one. Yeah, shorter. But it's got a taller pocket. It's very customizable, I must say. There's different ways you can do the same, achieve the result, which is really cool to have something, a piece of ephemera that you can tailor and vary it in different ways. Always handy. And it's fun. I am enjoying this, even if I have mucked up here and there. Oh, my neck is killing me. Oh, the drugs I've been dosing myself off must have worn off. So guess what I'll be doing when I turn the camera off? Oops, I didn't think about that, did I? Got the white showing from the paper in the thumb notch. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. Worst things happen at sea. Let's just... Might need a little bit more ink on my brush. Just grimy it up a bit more. There, make it look like we meant to do it. You won't tell on me, will you? I'm sure you won't. Right, decorating. I think it would be nice to have something kind of hidden under here, would be quite fun. I'm getting a bit sick of birds and flowers, which is weird. I love birds and flowers, but I'm like, I need to find some other options, and I do have other options, but I just tend to turn to easy things like birds and flowers. How about that? Needs something under it because it's kind of floating in mid-air. Actually, how about some faux washi? We could use real washi, of course, but I love when making faux washi, and I need to use my faux washi. So we've got pinky purple going on, we've got blue, and we've got green. So what colour do we want to go with? I'm actually wondering about blue. Oh, there's this bluey. Oh, can I get it? I need to turn it around. It's right down the bottom here. one's gonna make me happy. Do I want it over top or underneath? No, I think I want it on top. So I'm going to glue my birds down first. And that faux washi is just made from the background texture and colour from a magazine page. Absolutely something I love to do. I can't stop making it. Since the day I started, every magazine I do, I find something that I want to turn into washi. It's just so cool. There's just a little bit of crimson paint there that I don't want showing, so I'm just positioning the beak over top of it because it's just a random bit of dark pink. Right, and we want the slightly more coloured end. Yep, I think so. Distracted by glue on my fingers. Hopefully I'm not taking too long here. Oh no, we're still good. If you've hung in this long, well done. You are a champion. And thanks for hanging out with me. For better or worse. Okay. That is cool. I like that. And it's just a little... Oh, our washi. I didn't think about that. Our washi shows. That's okay. I don't mind that. You could put another piece. No. Doesn't matter that it is a little peep of it underneath. I think that's fine. Maybe a little label up here. So I'm going to go for the Junk Journal Studio. I think this is Labels from Days Gone By Volume 2. So I'm going to have to try and remember to link everybody. No, it's a bit big. Cologne with birds. Not sure if that's a perfect match. I like the size and the shape. What's this one? Worth Untold Gold. Pears soap. No, the colour's not making me happy there. How about that one? Okay, I do want to ink this though. I didn't ink the birds because I liked the crispness of the birds. I didn't want to dirty them up. But this is already distressed. I'm just adding a little bit more. So I haven't even watched the next 2 videos of Rachel's for the Roxy's Weekly Challenge because I thought I'll just get confused. So I thought, no, I'm better off to do this project and then watch the next video and then do that project rather than try and kind of keep it all straight in my head, particularly the way my head is not functioning at the moment. Okay, so love that. I think it's simple, but it's cool, and I love the jelly print in behind. I think that's super fun. Okay, now for the front here. Don't want another bird, but what do I want? Hey Puss, you're looking for some lunch. You're a bit late, mate. I'll feed you in a minute. When it was lunchtime, I called him and he didn't come, so it's his own fault. Isn't it, Puss? It's your own fault. It's a purple rhododendron. Is it a bit small? Might get a bit lost on that, mightn't it? And I think it's a bit small. Do we want another black and white? What about that primula? That could be quite pretty. Don't think I want those leaves at the bottom. In case you're wondering what this book is, it's Portrait of a Garden, excerpts from a New Zealand garden diary by Kerry Carmen. There are several versions of this. So I've actually got 2 or 3 and they're all different. So different sizes, different formats and different plates in colour or black and white. So they're not like just the same thing in different covers or different formats. They're actually... Puss! Excuse me? Excuse me? I'm in the middle of a video. Yes, headbutt me, yes, yes. Okay, but you need top down, darling. I will feed you in a minute. Come on. Down and hop. Good boy. That was Puss. He's our oldest boy. He's 15. He's skinny as anything, which is why he gets a lunchtime meal. We don't think we're going to have him for much longer. But then he does things like that, and he just jumped from the chair to the top of my desk without hesitation or thought. And lately he's been jumping onto the bed, whereas for a couple of years there he would clamber up, claiming he could not jump it. And he's just proving nowadays he can jump it. But he's also missing Georgie. He's... yeah, definitely missing Georgie. As much as he got annoyed with Georgie's presence and would hiss at him all the time, it's like, just leave me alone, little brother. He is missing now that Georgie's gone. And of course, cats read their humans' emotions, so he definitely reads hubby's and my sadness as well. Okay, up there. Do we want to put a strip of this across here as well? I think so. It's not straight on the end though, which is bugging me. Neither end is straight. Let's see if we can straighten that up a tad. Okay. Do I want to actually properly fussy cut that? No. I'm just going to ink it. I'm being lazy. And conscious of time. I need to get this video done. Didn't really need that extra time of Puss's interruption, but you got to see Puss. Live and unfiltered. Puss was our original stray that turned up, and we gave him a home. And Georgie was our second stray that turned up, and we gave him a home. Poor wee Georgie. I miss him so badly. So badly. And I've got to stop or I'm going to be crying because my tears are welling up. And I'm almost done here. So just hold it together, girl. Hold it together. So I'll be taking drugs and feeding Puss when I finish up this video. Right. I think I'll just tear it off and then cut the overhang. Might be the easiest way to do it. Hopefully I haven't been off camera. I'm terrible at working too close to my body and not letting you see what I'm doing, which is not what I intend, but I just get lost. Oops, no, don't, that was close. Stuck down, but it wasn't flat, so it was like, no, not ready for you to stick down yet, but saved. So there, and I think another wee label of some description. They're a wee bit long. I want a shorter one, I think. that one. So another one from the Junk Journal Studio. She's got new label kits out, and I haven't printed them out yet, but I haven't even downloaded them actually. I need to go and download them, but I'm super excited to play with them. Don't go anywhere, Puss. I'll be there in a minute. Last thing I need is for him to go back outside and not get his lunch. And he just went out the cat door. Gosh, he would be a ning-nong. There. That's a little bit different, isn't it? I haven't done a composition quite like that before, I don't think. It's just a little bit fun. You could even write here if you wanted. So flips up, writing space and pocket. We didn't get to fill them, but that's okay. And we've got this one with our lovely little girl there, writing space, our little hidden image because I made a mistake, and then our pocket. So you see the different size pockets there. This one's quite a bit taller, this one's shorter, but super fun. And again, this one will go on a page either as a top pocket. This one could be a top pocket because there's more room at the top, or it could be a side one as well. Super fun, lovely little project, really fun. Grab out your old envelopes and your papers and have some fun, my friends. And if you make a mistake, just wing it, because that's what this whole video was. I was just winging it. Mistake, wing it. Mistake, wing it. It's all good in the end. So take care, my friends, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye for now.